Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from theblackbusinessschool.com, and I wanted to give you four quick ways to ensure that your family doesn't move forward in the next generation, that your family does not accumulate any wealth. Somebody asked me about it, so I thought I'd do a quick little video on it so I can explain it and break it down to you. I'm a finance professor, so this stuff kind of comes natural to me in terms of seeing the picture. Here are the four things. Number one, you start off with nothing, right? Which is true for a lot of us, right? A lot of us either start off as zero or negative. Most wealth in America is inherited wealth, which is passed from one generation to the next. For black people, for reasons that are not our own fault, in many cases start off with nothing. For hundreds of years, white people have stolen and kept us from everything and kind of taken away what we've accumulated, through time. So we start off with nothing. So, okay, you're starting the game at zero. You want to finish the game at something other than zero. You can go negative, you can go positive, depends on which direction you go. Well, the second step is you don't accumulate anything. If you don't buy any assets, or if you just accumulate debt, if everything you accumulate is negative, so you pile up credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgage debt, medical debt. Some debt you can avoid, some debt you can't. But just not thinking about the debt that you accumulate and then not accumulating assets when you could be buying things along the way. You could buy shares of stock for as little as $10 a share. You could be buying real estate for a little more money. You could be starting a business and doing things that generate income. But if you don't do those things, and then if you go in the other direction where you're just a consumer and you're accumulating debt, then that's going to put you not just at zero, but you're going to be in negative zero. The third thing is to do things that interfere with your ability to accumulate debt. So that means that along the way you have kids, in a bunch of different relationships, and so you're paying a whole bunch of child support, or you're raising children without financial support. The cost to raise a child in America is about $250,000 according to the last estimate. So when you have a child, you raise a child by yourself, you put yourself another $250,000 in the hole. If you have three kids, that's $750,000 in wealth that is going to be spent raising children, which is fine. It is what it is. Children are wonderful, they're precious, they're cute, but it's very hard to do that by yourself. So if you don't have good family planning, then it's going to be kind of a little bit of a mess along the way, because the median net worth of a black woman in America is $5. For white women, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's over 100,000. Black women is $5. For black men, so basically, when we can't pull families together, families are the foundation of wealth in many countries in Africa, things like that. When you can't keep families together on some level, some kind of family structure, it doesn't have to be mommy, daddy, children if you don't want it to be, but some sort of unit, then you end up struggling economically because you can't accumulate wealth. You just have to spend all your time just trying to survive. And then if you compound that with accumulating debt, not accumulating assets, and starting at zero or negative, then you pretty much are going to be broke most of your life. And then the last piece is dying without accumulating anything, leaving nothing behind, dying broke. There are little ways to avoid that. You could have insurance. You buy insurance, it's life insurance, so people can at least bury you. Maybe get a little check when you're gone. Maybe say, accumulate some things. If you have a house, if you have stocks, bonds, a business, you can pass those things to your children. And then at the very least, you might have started at level zero, but your child can start at level 10, level 20, level 30. So if you take that positive route, and each generation starts 20 points ahead of the other one, that's how accumulation occurs. Because generation 5 is 100 points ahead of zero, right? Because each generation has built on the other. But if you don't think about intergenerational building, intergenerational wealth, then there will be no building. There is no accumulation. The accumulation of wealth is no different from the accumulation of snow, the accumulation of dirt, the accumulation of anything. When you accumulate, then you build. When you don't accumulate, when you're throwing it away, then you don't build. It's really, really that simple. And then things that allow you to automatically accumulate are even better. That's why business ownership is very powerful, because businesses give you the capacity to earn lots of money in a very short, quick fashion. And you can earn money when you're not working. You can earn money after you're gone. You can pass an asset on to somebody else. So business ownership, stock market investing, avoiding debt, things like that. Those are the things that'll help you accumulate wealth. So if you want to know why a lot of people say broke generation after generation after generation, it's because they're doing the bad side of that equation and not the more positive side of that equation. But again, a share stock don't cost you number 5, 10, $15. A person that literally takes the amount of money, I did a calculation on this, I call the $500,000 happy meal. A person who accumulate, or who literally takes the amount of money it costs to buy a McDonald's value meal every day, if they take that money and put it in the stock market over 40 years, they'll have $600,000 based on the historical rate of return of the stock market, based on the averages of the Dow Jones Industrial Index and all that other stuff. So, bottom line, save and invest, own something, accumulate. Don't deplete yourself. That's how you avoid going broke. All right, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World. Please take care. God bless. I'm gone. By the way, check out theblackbusinessschool.com. You can sign up for free. The classes cost money, but they're very, very inexpensive. So go to theblackbusinessschool.com and we can keep doing this. Talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye bye.